Welcome to The Adoption Show, where every week we shine a light on the incredible journey of shelter dogs and the heroes helping them find their forever home. Across the country, we meet thousands of dogs waiting for a second chance. Here, we meet the dedicated individuals and organizations making that possible. Join us as we explore heartwarming stories of hope, resilience, and the unbreakable bond between humans and their canine companions. This is more than just a show, it's a movement, and together we can make a difference, one adoption at a time. You ready, guys? Let's go!
On the Adoption Show, saving lives is fun together. On the Adoption Show,
Welcome to The Adoption Show. I'm Amber Aquart, and every episode we're shining a light on the amazing dogs waiting in shelters across the country. If you open your heart and adopt through our show, we've got a special thank you gift just for you. Ready to meet your future best friend? Let's get started.
Meet Jericho. He's a 4-year-old retriever mix, and he's just one big happy boy who loves attention and belly rubs. A friendly and outgoing dog, Jericho is ready to soak up the affection from anyone willing to offer it. He'll come right up to you, lean against you while you pet him, and then he'll probably plop down at your feet and roll over for those belly rubs. Jericho also loves to go outside and explore. Sniffing all the things really makes him a happy dog. But as you can see, he's clearly not big on toys. He's a more treat-motivated dog. One thing to note is that Jericho can be rather energetic and can get a little overly excited at times, especially when he's feeling playful or knows that treats are nearby. So if you're looking for a loving, friendly, and adventurous dog who just needs a little bit of guidance, Jericho is ready to be your best buddy.
Say hello to Adelaide, part gazelle, part goofball, and 100% good vibes. This 1-year young beauty is a 40-pound bundle of joy with a permanent, ready-for-fun expression. Adelaide is the kind of girl who turns an ordinary day into an adventure. Adelaide is sweet, playful, and hilariously enthusiastic about life. She loves everyone, adults, kids, and other dogs. She's the dog who will happily turn your summer into nonstop laughter. Looking for a hiking buddy, jogging partner, or someone to make your weekends more fun? Adelaide is ready with her wagging tail and boundless energy.
Nectarine, sunshine in dog form. Do you love love? Then you'll adore Nectarine, a perfectly sized ginger pity mix who gives her whole heart and body to the people she loves. She's pure sunshine wrapped in velvet fur, a mix of goofy enthusiasm and deep tenderness who'll make sure you never have a joyless day again. At almost 7 years old, Nectarine still lives with the zest of a puppy, playful, curious, and always ready to make you laugh. After a heartbreaking start to life, she's making up for lost time with every tail wag and joyful bounce. When she greets you, it's not a polite hello. It's a leap of love, her signature full-body hug that says, "You're my person."
Meet Brock. Brock is a handsome pup who is as sweet and playful as he is charming. This 2.5-year-old boy has moved around a lot in his short life and is now on the hunt for his forever family. He's a fantastic addition to any active household, whether it's an adventurous couple, an outdoorsy family, or anyone seeking a hiking or running buddy. Eager to please and incredibly treat-motivated, Brock is quick to pick up new obedience skills and tricks. Since he's still figuring out how to handle his excitement, he'd thrive best in a home with experienced dog owners who can keep up with his lively spirit. The youngest residents should be at least teenagers. Head over to ehrdogs.org and mention Brock by name when you apply.
Meet Arnold, a lovable, silly, and well-mannered pit bull mix who's been waiting over 2 years to find his forever home. This handsome boy is available for adoption through the Love Pit in Dallas, Texas. Arnold is the total package, playful, sweet, and full of personality. He's got a great sense of humor, a bouncy, joyful energy, and a natural love for adventure, especially if it involves car rides or playing with other dogs who match his fun-loving style. He's a fan of the kiddos too, especially those 8 and up, and he shines brightest when he's part of a routine that includes playtime, walks, and cuddle breaks. Arnold has been with the Love Pit for too long, and we'd love nothing more than to see this goofy, affectionate boy finally find a family to call his own.
It's never been easier to change a life. Just visit the shelter's website or scan the QR code. Every dog you just saw is waiting, and when you mention the adoption show, we'll send you a welcome home gift for you and your new pup. Each week, we shine a light on the incredible people and places working tirelessly to save animals. So here is this week's Inspiring Spotlight.
Our team here definitely balances compassion with the reality. We are an open admission shelter. We take in any wildlife, any injury status. You know, we get dogs that could have suffered, attacks or been hit by cars. We take it all in and do whatever we can for those animals and make sure a little suffering as possible happens. The focus is always the animals and adopting them, right? So 11 to 6, 7 days a week we're open. A lot goes on even outside of those hours. Every spot we've seen in the shelter gets cleaned every day for every animal. All the dogs get walked a couple of times a day. The volunteers do a lot of that. I think you used to have that traditional picture of like that kind of depressing pound where their role was sort of controlling strays in the community, where really we're much more about the animals now and spay, neuter, how to keep the animal populations down. The euthanasia rates, if you look back over the decades, has just gone so down, which is great. They get aromatherapy sometimes. We have an amazing behavior team that works with both our shelter animals and the public. We get emails from our adopters, for example, and they send us updates about the pet they adopted, and they'll send photos. And just seeing a pet that I've walked by a million times, in their little condo here and fallen in love with, with their new family at home, and how much joy they've brought their family, never ever gets old. We keep our website, phs-spca.org, updated very constantly. The fun thing for me is, if you go on our website /wish list, you can look up what's your favorite thing. Lizards, reptiles, dogs, and there's a list of things, toys we use in the shelter, the food they eat, kitten nursery items. People actually buy nursery gifts. We have a shower for the kittens when it opens. This is the kitten nursery in May. It's gonna open up. There was like 500 people in here, you couldn't move, and kittens. So there's something called kitten season from about May to October. It goes on a curve, and the kitten population just spikes. So we get litters of kittens in here, some of them too young. Last year we adopted out about 500 kittens that came to us too young and motherless. We had to syringe feed them. Volunteers come in 3 times a day on a schedule and feed the kittens, and then when they're old enough and big enough to get spayed, neutered, we do that, and then they go up to our adoption floor and get adopted and find their new families. So we have 4 facilities here. We're in our main adoption center, and it used to be more of a wildlife operation here. We're still intake for wildlife, and we opened a brand new state-of-the-art wildlife care facility in Saratoga. We do the intake here and stabilize the patients. We've converted a lot of our outdoor wildlife area for the dogs now, so that's where we're gonna go look. I think we exist for a million reasons every day. You can pick so many animals. Like I'm looking in our shelter here at our Paw Print magazine, which we just put out a few weeks ago. It comes out every quarter, and I'm remembering Tiana, who's a pit bull mixed dog that was in this shelter for more than a year. And we will take those animals, and our behavior team will work with them, and our medical team, and make them adoptable, as adoptable as possible for the family members. And I just talked to Tiana's new family, and they're like, we don't understand how she was in that shelter. She brought us joy every day. She's with us every moment. We bring her to work. We work out with her. We walk with her. We love her so much. So it's hundreds of stories like that is why we exist.
Education is empowerment. Through scholarships and training programs, PetSmart Charities invests in the next generation of veterinary professionals, strengthening the backbone of animal care. We're here at PetSmart headquarters in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm here with Dr. Robyn Jaynes. She's the Director of Veterinary Affairs at PetSmart Charities. Thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Absolutely, this is super fun.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to hear what your role is with PetSmart Charities.
I am the Director of Veterinary Affairs, as you said, which I don't know that title means a whole lot, but I work primarily on improving access to veterinary care, so ensuring that the pets that we have in our homes are able to get care. That's really what I focus on the most.
Can you explain to someone that's maybe hesitant to adopt a pet, like what do they have to look for with PetSmart Charities?
The ability to get care, I think it is a big factor in people being concerned about adopting a pet. In post-COVID times, it was really hard to even get an appointment. We have seen that ease up a little bit, and in most areas now that has shifted, and pet owners are able to get the care that they need. We see it more now on how do you make sure you can provide the necessary things that you need for your pets, and pets are expensive. Pets require a lot, from grooming to food and veterinary care. So there's just a lot that goes into it. And what we try to focus on is making sure that that is as accessible as possible so that as many people as possible can get pets and have the joy of having pets in their house and be able to care for them. Nobody wants to have a pet that they can't care for.
Right. So how does PetSmart Charities help with giving people access to that? What do people do if they need that help?
We work with some low-cost care clinics, so we help support low-cost care clinics get up and running, build business plans, really build a sustainable future for their business, and it's focused on low-cost care. So we have those across the country. We have other ones that are working in unique communities to where you're trying to find out this specific community needs something different, and so we work in those areas. I work personally on a lot of research and innovation. If you could have a payment plan option, would that allow more people to get care? So I do a lot of things that I always say it's a little bit of thinking outside the box, but we're gonna need some new solutions to solve those issues.
Now, if someone is going to be adopting a dog, what would be the first steps or the first things that you think that they should do?
I think the first step really is deciding if this is the right time for you to have a new pet in the household, regardless of who you are and what your life is like. Adding a pet is a lot of work. It's a lot of reward and it's a lot of fun. But it definitely takes some work, and you have to be in the state where you have some patience and you have the time to help that dog or cat settle in and be able to establish a routine and be able to provide the things that dogs and cats need. And so I just always say, if you're in the midst of a huge life change, it might not be the best time. And I say that with the best of intention for the pet owner as well as the pet, right? Because it could be really stressful if you're not in the right time in your life to have a pet. That could be very stressful.
Now, for someone who has adopted a new pet, what would you suggest the first few things for them to do with that pet?
Well, I think the first few days are always a getting to know you period, right? The dog or cat is trying to decompress. They're moving to a new house. They're like, what's
Where
here
am I?
and what do I need to investigate? Cats will probably check out every corner. Dogs may be a little more hesitant and may not want to do that quite as readily. But I think the first 3 days are really about just kind of getting that decompression where they feel like, okay, I'm okay, nothing's gonna come out and attack me, or anything crazy is gonna happen. And then I would say the next few weeks even are about learning your routine. They know when they're gonna get fed, they know when they're gonna go for a walk, or how they're gonna get outside, or those kinds of things. So that's the first couple weeks. And then I would say it's probably 3 or 4 months before you really settle in and you go, okay, this is what life is gonna be like. And I always say each stage comes with different factors from a pet, right?
Are there any other last things, either new adopters or potential adopters, that you would say, this is something that I want to make sure everyone knows?
I would say it's just knowing that you can't figure out everything. Just because you get this certain breed or just because you got a large breed dog doesn't mean that they're going to follow in that suit. So you have to give yourself grace, give the dog grace, give the cat grace, right? And know that things are just going to come up and roll with it. You have these animals and stuff in your life for such a long period of time that you don't have the opportunity to get a new pet very often. And if you haven't been through it in a while, sometimes you forget. It's kind of like that new baby stage. You forget how hard it really is. And then when you're in it, because I have just gone through it, you're like, oh wow, this is really a lot of work. but so fun.
It's
But
so
fun.
rewarding.
Yeah.
So rewarding.
It's so rewarding to see like how they develop and to be able to teach them things and get them socialized. That's probably one of my other big factors, is just really working to socialize your pet. Once you get through those first few days and you start establishing a routine, open them up to new things, because a socialized dog and a trained dog will make your life for the next 15 years so much easier.
Thank you so much for giving us so much knowledge and everything and all the work that you're doing at PetSmart Charities. We really appreciate it, and it's just amazing to hear how much of a difference you guys are making in pets' lives, keeping pets and people together, and also all of the amazing tips that you just gave everybody. It doesn't get better than that. So thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Robyn. Consider fostering if you're not ready to adopt yet. You'll help save a life, free up shelter space, and get a feel for what kind of pet is right for you. I actually fostered him before adopting him, so let's go meet some more dogs that could use a foster or forever home.
Cupid is a 1-year-old heartthrob who doesn't just steal hearts, he basically collects them like trophies. This 50-pound bundle of charm has the kind of laughing smile that makes you instantly forget what you were doing. But Cupid isn't just a pretty face, oh no. This boy is smart, active, and very proud of his good manners. He already has an excellent sit, he's working hard on down, and he responds beautifully to guidance. The moment treats appear, Cupid transforms into a focused little gentleman who says, "Yes, hello, I would like to impress you with my obedience and my stunning cheekbones." He's eager to learn, eager to please, and eager to be your best friend.
This is Caesar. He's our staff pick of the month. He came from Vermilion Parish shelter. He's been there about a year. He's super sweet. He loves to be in the pool. He loves water. He's one of our staff favorites. He just got out of heartworm treatment. Hello. What are you doing? As you can see, he loves kisses. He's been here a while and he deserves a really good home to be. So come out, meet him, take him on a canine cabbie, and let him have some fun. Milton Peasant.
Look, he's thinking about it.
Landon Carter is the kind of dog who brings a spark of fun wherever he goes. This playful, smart hound mix absolutely loves his toys, gets excited for treats, and never says no to a good game with his dog friends. He's a quick learner with a big heart, always ready to show off his happy personality and soak up time with his people. Landon Carter would thrive in a home that enjoys staying active, whether that's walks, playtime in the yard, or adventures together. And if there's another fun-loving dog in the home, even better. He'd love a buddy to romp around with. If you're looking for a joyful, affectionate companion who's ready to bring energy and smiles into your life, Landon Carter is ready to meet you.
Meet Babe. Babe is a friendly and athletic 3-year-old hound mix who's ready to bring joy and energy to your home. With her outgoing personality and enthusiasm for adventure, Babe would love to be part of an active family or with an individual who enjoys outdoor activities and staying on the move. While Babe can be a bit strong on the leash at times, she's a quick learner and will thrive with a home committed to consistent training. With the right guidance, she'll become an even more well-mannered companion during walks and outings. Babe is looking for a loving and active family that will continue to help her grow and excel. If you're ready to add an energetic, friendly, and athletic dog to your life, Babe is the one for you.
Cattle dog lovers, this is the dog for you. This is Ulysses, and he's been in our care for quite a long time, and we know so much about him. We know that he loves toys. We know that he likes to meet people in a certain routine. We know that he can live with dogs, but sometimes feels better living as the only dog in the home. And he is so much fun out in the puddles, in the rivers, in the streams. He loves to play in the water. He loves to play with his toys, and he loves to snuggle. He's been doing so good in his foster home. He's been there for most of his stay while he's been with Austin Pets Alive, and his foster is the absolute expert on him. So when you reach out, all the things that make Ulysses, and you will absolutely fall in love.
There's nothing more powerful than choosing to adopt your new best friend. And all those dogs we just saw, They are more than ready. Let's help you get ready too with this week's Adoption A to Z segment. Our return prevention. Returns can be prevented with preparation and support. So know what to expect, ask for help when needed, and be patient with your newly adopted dog. Training, vet care, and realistic expectations all help keep dogs in loving homes. It's really important to have that support group and have the help of maybe a local trainer that can help you set your dog up for success and find ways that you can bond and work on your relationship together.
Let bonding happen naturally. Bonding takes time, and it's important not to rush it. Some dogs are immediately affectionate, while others need space before they start to feel comfortable connecting. Instead of forcing cuddles or constant interaction, try sitting quietly nearby and letting your dog approach you on their own terms. Speak softly, move slowly, and keep your energy calm. Even sharing space without touching can be incredibly meaningful for a new dog. Those small, quiet moments of trust add up over time, and before you know it, your dog will start seeking connection naturally.
Adoption is life-changing for you and your new dog. And with big change comes big questions. So let's get into Adoption FAQ. Everything you've always been wondering, answered. All right, Dr. Courtney, how can new pet parents ensure that their pet adjusts well to the new environment they've been brought to?
Absolutely. You got to make that adjustment. And I got to go back to the 3 S's, Amber. I got to go back to safety, security, and serenity. If you can make sure they adjust to the new environment by not picking up things that they shouldn't, that's safe. And then they're secure. So creating a kennel or a crating type environment so they have a secure environment. And then, of course, serenity. Creating things where they can enjoy themselves, whether they be interactive treats or yoga mats or areas where they can relax, that's key. So I would say focus on safety, focus on security, and of course, serenity goes a long way.
That's great.
So bringing a new pet into your home, I always plan for the 3-3-3 rule. The 3-3-3 rule refers to the first 3 days where your pet's going to do a lot of decompression. There's going to be a lot of like, okay, I'm now in a new home. I know what's here. I'm trying to figure out new things, but I'm kind of decompressing, especially if they've come from a shelter that maybe was kind of a more crazy environment. They're coming into a home where they can feel like they can start to relax. Then you get into the first 3 weeks, and that's where you're really trying to establish a routine. So you're getting your pet used to people in the house, other pets in the house, when are they going to eat, when are they going to go for walks, how are they going to sleep, all those things, and you start to develop that routine over that 3 weeks. The last 3 is the 3 months, that it can take up to 3 months for a pet to really acclimate to a new house and all the new people and things that they're going to be around in the new situation. So I think just knowing that there's different times of when things occur and being patient. Patience is going to be so helpful as you bring in a new pet.
Do you want to make a difference? Adopt one of this week's featured dogs by visiting the shelter website or scanning the QR code. You'll get a special gift from us, and more importantly, you'll be giving a dog a second chance at life. Thanks for spending time with us today, and we'll see you next week on The Adoption Show.